I still hear the clink of glasses from that night, sharp little sparks of sound that ricochet inside my ribs. Dad's voice rose above the restaurant noise, slicing clean through conversations like a blade meant to be overheard. "Working in pajamas isn't a career," he declared, lifting his glass like a king making a proclamation. The table erupted. Even my mother hid her laughter behind the rim of her wine, as if grace could be faked by simply lowering her eyes. I didn't argue. I didn't protest. I just stood, slid my chair back without a sound, and walked out. Their laughter followed me into the night like smoke that clung to my clothes. That was the moment something ancient in me cracked and something sharp and new opened its eyes. Dad wasn't always my adversary. Once, he was the sun I orbited. He'd take me fishing at dawn, his voice steady as water. "Look a man in the eye. Never apologize for who you are." I believed him. I believed every syllable, but time has a way of peeling paint off people. Eventually, I found my passion building online ecosystems, automating systems, creating digital structures invisible to the eye but powerful enough to move markets. I built a remote business the way some people build cathedrals. Quietly, stubbornly, brick by brick. Dad dismissed it from the beginning. Real men work with their hands, not with whatever laptop nonsense that is. At first, it annoyed me. Then it drained me. But that night, the mockery stopped being irritation and became betrayal. Clean, public, intentional. The signs had always been there. The tightened jaw when I mentioned a new client. The sarcastic congratulations. The forced smirk whenever I was proud of my progress. 2 days after that dinner, the truth landed. My uncle called. Dad's construction empire, his crown, his heritage, his entire identity was sinking. Mismanaged loans. Projects delayed until they were practically fossils. A smile polished to hide desperation. Suddenly everything clicked. Dad wasn't laughing at me. He was drowning, grabbing for anything, even me, to pull himself up. I sat in silence after the call. No anger, no pity, just a kind of cold clarity. For the first time, I saw him not as Dad, but as a man cornered by his own pride. The plan wasn't revenge. Not at first. It was instinct, the same instinct he encouraged on those fishing trips. Watch the water. Move only when you're ready. So I moved, not loudly, not cruelly, just deliberately. I studied his debt structure, reviewed market trends, acquired a chunk of his company's failing loans from a lender desperate to unload them. I purchased a supplier contract he depended on through my company, under a name he didn't know. Every action tightened the invisible perimeter around him, not to crush him, but to force truth out of a man who'd spent years hiding behind his own legend. By the second week, I held enough leverage to redirect the wind around his business. He had no idea the storm gathering above his head belonged to me. Then came the knock. Soft, careful, wrong. Dad had never knocked gently on anything. When I opened the door, he looked smaller, like someone had stolen the outline of the man he used to be. His shirt was wrinkled, his shave uneven, his confidence leaking out through his posture. "Can we talk?" he said. I stepped aside. He walked into my living room as if crossing into a foreign country without a map. He explained everything: the loans, the collapse, the contracts mysteriously bought out. His voice cracked once, and he swallowed it before it could escape. "I need help," he finally said. "A partner, something." For the first time in my life, he wasn't looking down at me. He was looking up. I let the silence stretch until it trembled. Then I slid a folder across the table slowly, deliberately. His eyes moved from page to page. My name was everywhere. The debt, the contracts, the leverage, the power. "You," he whispered. I nodded. "Calm, steady. This is what Pajama's built." He sat down hard, like his knees forgot how to be knees. His hands trembled as reality rewrote itself in front of him. Years of arrogance collapsing. "I'm not here to destroy you," I said. "But I'm not saving the version of you who mocked me." "You want help? Then you face what you did." He didn't speak for a long time. Then, without looking up, he signed the partnership papers, handing me controlling interest in the company he once boasted I'd never understand. Months have passed. The business is stable now, lean, efficient, disciplined. Dad still works there, but he reports to me. We don't speak much. He approaches me like a soldier passing the medic who stitched him back together, grateful, ashamed, unsure. But sometimes I catch him watching me, not with resentment, with the respect he never gave before, a respect born from silence and precision, not shouting. Some people learn through wisdom, others through consequences. Dad needed both. And finally, painfully, I gave them to him.